Guys, as promised, we are back. And I tell you what, we have a lot to discuss still. We're going to be on until the wee hours of the morning. So buckle up, guys. We're getting started once again here on WaraWeek Boxing Chats.
Rashawn Holdings proudly presents WaraWeek Radio Chats with ring announcer Joseph Herron.
Guys, welcome back, guys. And once again, I dropped the link in case any of you guys want to chop it up with me. But to get things started, we are going to watch the teaser trailer for a biopic of Prince Nassim Ahmed that was just dropped today, including the incomparable Pierce Brosnan as his longtime trainer, the late Brendan Ingle. So, guys, enjoy this. I can't wait to see this, and we'll talk all about it in just 1 second.
Oh, that was a solid shot from Ahmed. It's a knockout! Oh, my God!
Are you the Irishman that runs boxing gym? My children, they are having trouble at school.
How did you get that colour in your lip?
See when you got that bent nose.
You're unbelievable.
100 wannabe fighters have walked through that door. You've got what they haven't. And they hate you because you're different.
I'll just ignore him.
Embrace it. It'll make you stronger. You could be champion of the world. I'll give every inch of my heart. If you can fight like this now, his size, his age, who's going to stop him when he's a man?
There he is, the new Ali. Ali Farber, more like.
It's working.
It's hardly an Adidas commercial.
Boxing's no longer for old men in suits. It's for boys that want the swagger, the razzmatazz.
The razzmatazz.
I show you, Paul. The whole bloody country's talking about you.
You shouldn't take credit for my success.
The two of you, it feels like you're drifting apart.
I'm at shows too, Brendan.
Knock it off!
I was like a father to you. You're selfish and arrogant.
You nurtured that arrogance.
You climb close enough to the sun, you'll cast the shadow of a giant.
Just tear it up.
Ahmed has done it! The Prince is champion of the world!
Who's more important, the trainer or the fighter?
Unbelievable.
Guys, I can't wait. That looks absolutely fantastic. Let me know what you guys think. I'll tell you what, because I love me some Prince Nassim Ahmed. Joe, did you ever see the Edwin Valero movie, El Inca? No. I had no idea that it existed. Brother, I'm going to have to look it up as soon as we're done. Thank you for the tidbit, my friend. It's good to see you, Jesus. And Brother Alberto, good to see you, my brother in Christ. And that reminds me, as usual, guys, this broadcast is always brought to you by the King of Kings, the Prince of Peace, our Creator and our Redeemer, our Provider and our Protector, our salvation. And that's Jesus Christ. Guys, if you haven't yet already, please surrender your life to Jesus and begin your journey towards everlasting salvation. And there it is. There it is, guys. And thank you for reminding me of that, Alberto. God bless you, man. I hope you're doing well. And yes, Eric, indeed, Jesus is the God Most High, El Elyon, El Shaddai. He is the King of Kings. Yes, sir. He sure is. And I tell you what, Tycho, brother Tycho, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, brother. And I tell you what, I'm really looking forward to this. And it's funny. Emmanuel told me how he got the job as head trainer for Princess Imamed. And because he was just his cut man. Guys, and we're going to go over this as soon as we welcome our dear friend to the stage, the incomparable G Funky Boxing. We'll give the man a hand. Woo!
Girl, you know it's true.
Oh, gosh. You know what's ridiculous, though, is the living member of Millie Vanilli.
Right.
He learned how to sing.
Yeah, he really dedicated himself to it because he was just a dancer in the 80s when Millie Vanilli was a huge sensation.
Dude, he can sing now.
Yeah, credit to him, man. It took him a long time, but he dedicated himself
It only
to
took
that
him
craft.
30 years.
Yeah.
Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, ooh. Blame it on the rain. Yeah. You gotta blame it on something.
What was the other hit they had? Baby, don't forget my number.
Oh, yeah. I've been searching high. Oh, man. One thing that they could do without, one thing I did not care for the late 80s was the fashion.
Oh,
dude,
boy.
The fashion was hideous.
Especially now when you look back at it, it's like, whoa.
Oh, my gosh. Cavaricis? Really? Ching out, dude. And don't get me started on MC Hammer. Ching.
Oh,
Well,
the pants.
dude, you remember seeing, dude, I was a senior in high school when MC Hammer got huge. And I remember these dorky white kids trying to dress like MC Hammer. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And yes,
I'm trying to dress like that Mick Hammer guy.
Had a music semi-gospel sounding. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, you know what's funny is the guy, Frank, I can't remember his last name, the guy who produced Millie Vanilli, actually put together those Boney M albums too back in the disco time and late 70s. Crazy stuff, man.
No kidding.
Yeah, and he was the guy who, I forget the guy's name, his real name, but the only guy that was in that group, because there was 3 females and then one guy that had that deep voice. She's crazy like a fool. That one. That actually wasn't his voice. It was, the same situation with Millie Vanilli. Was
yep.
He was lip singing.
Well, he thought he could get away with it again.
Yep.
Speaking of which, brother, I'm gonna have to play this now that you're on. See if you can guess. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're gonna have to do this, guys, because we're gonna talk about more. Now that you're on, we're gonna talk about more wrestling, brother. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And there it is. And there it is. And once again, we need to continue our tribute for the rest of the year for the incomparable Terry Hulk Hogan. Yes, I said.
Oh yeah, I love Hogan.
So here it is. You're gonna have to guess whose theme song this is.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. You know what cool is?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Carlito, yeah. It was the son of Carlos Colon, right?
That's right. Very, man, you're
Yeah.
good, dude. Okay, here's probably the most infamous theme music now in wrestling. There it is.
Oh boy, yeah.
You remember who this is?
Definitely. That is the Crippler, Chris Benoit.
Yep, the master of the cross-face crippler. That's right. The rabid Wolverine. God rest his soul. I tell you what. Oh man. Yeah. And prize fighters are talking about, oh, they risk their lives in the ring. Oh. So once again, guys, if you saw the thumbnail on YouTube, it has nothing to do with what we're going to talk about tonight, but it was so hilarious, I just thought I'd put it up there. Have you seen the thumbnail yet, dude?
I did see that.
Yeah. The infamous, Devin Haney fan starter pack. Dude, you just can't make that stuff up, man. These fans are just hilarious. It's amazing, man. Okay, here we go. One more, and we're gonna start talking about boxing after this. See how good you are, brother. This is a tough one. Obscure.
Oh man. Okay, give me the name of the organization.
Okay, well, it's WWF. But, and I'll give you a special move. He did the figure 4 also.
Greg the Hammer?
Yes, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Yes.
Awesome. Now, if you're really good, I'm going to press pause and I'm going to play it again. See if you can guess the guitar preamp that's being used in the recording of this song. And I used to own one. And like a mamon, I sold it like an idiot. Now they don't make it anymore. And I wish I still had it. And I recorded the entire Dorian Gray album with this same preamp. Here, listen.
Oh, man. Sounds really clean, man. Let's see. We're talking, what, 90s here? Late 80s? Oh,
okay.
Boy. Is it
It came out in the late 70s.
Oh, okay. Man, so many to pick from.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's obvious I stumped you. But Tom Schultz Engineering, and it was the Rockman.
Boston. Damn
it.
Boston.
Yep. I had a preamp, and I had the Rockman sustainer plugging through my Sun cabinet, right? And it was huge sounding. But the problem is everything sounded like Boston.
Yeah, and that's a fantastic sound too, man.
And see, I was stupid back then, and I didn't know what I had. And so I sold it for a measly $350. And now you can find them online for the bargain basement price of about $2,500 because they don't make it anymore. Stupid, right?
Man. Well, yeah, we've all been there with certain things, that's for sure.
And there it is. Oh, I tell you what, though. And guys, we're going to pick up where we left off. We were talking about Ryan Garcia's next opponent. And De La Hoya says no to Rolly 2 and eyes Teofimo Lopez. Can you take a guess as to why?
You mean Teo for Ryan or just Teofimo in general?
Why he wants Teofimo opposite Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, because Ryan is off the reservation currently. Talking about don't ring my phone unless it's 20 million. Like the nerve of this guy. You know, you just came off of one of your worst performances in your career, and you're talking about nothing less than 20 million. Yeah, good luck with that one, buddy.
Yeah, and so it's obvious he's trying to get Ryan, trying to get his ass whooped while still making a huge payday. And let's just be honest, Teofimo Lopez would whoop that ass.
Indeed, it would be a good fight. It would be a good build-up. Both guys like to push that line between sane and insane. So the buildup would be crazy, that's for sure. But yeah, both guys very fast and explosive. Both guys have shown power. It's a good fight, but we just got to be honest. Teofimo's ring IQ is much, much higher than Ryan Garcia's. So if you could take away that left hook, yeah, it's going to be a long night in the office for Ryan Garcia.
Yep, and guys, once again, I do have to put this up here. Here it is. Eric Gomez, thank you, brother. It's good to see you, man. Thank you for being with us again. Haney thumbnail was very accurate, and hey, just for shits and giggles, man, we're gonna see it again. We're gonna see it again. Hold on, let's do this. Yes, and I'm gonna keep this up here for the rest of the night. Sorry, Gomez.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yes. How do you like that notice of lawsuit? That's awesome. Yeah.
Assault and battery in the boxing ring, man.
Oh, geez. So much so that was ridiculous. And we told you guys on this channel while everyone was Dan Raphael's, this is a game changer. This could out. No, it's not. No, it's not. And Alberto has the beat here. The
Yes,
Haney's
he
are
does.
anti-boxing. Sorry, Nari. Yeah, don't let the door hit you guys. And we're going to get into that in just a little bit because Haney was an anomaly in many ways. Most of the time, guys, free agency does not benefit you if you're not a big ticket seller. And because, though, he had the undisputed lightweight championship, and Bob Arum is a betting man. He lives in Vegas. He was so sure that Lomachenko was going to beat his rear end that he was willing to pay well over his market value, over $5 million, that Lomachenko was going to take those titles away, and it didn't happen.
Yep.
And so what happened? What happened after the Ryan Garcia fight? And he got his belt back, right? Because, well, he always had his belt because it was never up for grabs for Ryan because he missed weight. So win or lose, he was guaranteed to keep his title at 40. And what happened when it went to purse bid to defend his title at 140 against Sandor Martin?
Yeah, they was given peanuts for that fight because.
And why is that, brother?
Yeah, because nobody wants to see a Devin Haney versus a Sandor Martin. That's for sure.
Yeah, and so we found out what his realistic market value actually was, where the only one who bid was Top Rank, and they're only willing to give him like $1 million and some change. So there it is, guys. And look, Richardson Hitchens is attempting career suicide, walking away from a great situation for him with it, for walking away from Matchroom Sport. Oh, I think free agency is going to be the best business move for me. Well, he's going to find out very quickly when no one wants to work with him. He's not a big ticket seller. He's a stinker in the ring. And when this goes to purse bid against his mandatory challenger, yeah, he's going to be reminded very, very quickly that free agency doesn't benefit the fighter unless you're a big ticket seller. Thanks for playing. So there it is, guys. There it is. Yes. So is Richardson Hitchens. Yeah. and so there it is. Okay, before we go back to Ryan Garcia, because I've got a lot to talk about on that Teofimo Lopez thing, right? And yeah, it's pretty obvious the reason why Oscar's doing this. Okay, and we'll talk all about it after we do this one. Can you guess this one?
That Antilada's music? Oh, no, wait a minute. That's Dusty
We
Rhodes.
need more cowbell.
More cowbell, guys.
Hey, I've got a fever, and the only cure is more cowbell. Yes, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Remember when Lotta was calling himself that? The American Dream?
I know, and I thought it was great, and I wonder who came up with that.
Oh,
That's when I was doing
boy.
publicist work for Ronnie's Fighters. Yes,
Oh,
that was
boy.
me. How do you like that?
Yeah,
Woo!
after Dusty Rhodes, man. I love it.
There it is. There it is. You know what? And I never even thought to use that music when he came out. Should have.
He was dining with kings and queens.
Kings and queens.
Baby.
How about this one, brother? Last one before we start talking about boxing.
Come get on the.
The Godfather. Yes.
Hey, pimping ain't easy, G-Funky.
No, it ain't. No, that's a nice sounding wah pedal, that's for sure.
I used to have the Crybaby as well, my friend.
Yeah, you know, when I first started, one of my first pedals I ever got was a Crybaby. Eventually went out on me, so now I just got a regular wah-wah.
You know what? This is so cool. I'm going to turn this down and keep it on the background. How do you like that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that, guys. Or, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to keep the Godfather's music on. There it is. Or, what do you think? Should I do The Undertaker or Rick Rude's?
I think we keep it here, man, because
I agree. Good choice, my friend. Good choice. Good choice. Well, look, guys, it's pretty obvious, right? Why isn't Keith Connolly advising against that, Joe? Oh, he'd be a fool to advise against it, Big Alberto, my brother in Christ, because, and I'm going to explain this, because he knows it's even though it's going to be billed and maybe handicappers will only give Teofimo Lopez maybe a 2 or 3 to 1 betting favorite. But guys, this is easy work for Teofimo.
Yeah.
And Ryan still has enough stature. So when Teofimo smokes him like a cheap cigar and makes it look easy, it's going to make Teofimo the big star that he should have always been.
Yep. It's a win-win.
That's why
for him.
De La Hoya is doing this. He wants to have nothing more to do with the headache, the bipolar headache that's become Ryan Garcia.
Yep. Yeah.
Am I saying anything that's incorrect there, brother?
Nope. It's a perfect match.
Now, once again, I'm just telling you what I would do as a promoter. And honestly, this is brilliant. This is right out of the Don Chargan playbook. And you know who taught Eric and Oscar everything they know about the business.
Yep.
WaraWeek.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't pull the trigger on that and get the ball rolling. It's a good fight. It's a fight that makes a lot of sense for Teofimo, man. And like you said, he'll go up there and make it look real easy against Ryan, and then he can go on to bigger and better things, man, because Teo is definitely one of the most talented, explosive, and athletic fighters in boxing today. Just for whatever reason maybe, he just can't draw fans like a Ryan Garcia or a Tank Davis or some of these other guys. So, maybe getting in there with a Ryan and displaying his skills against him could, bump him up the ladder a little bit. I like the move.
There it is. And I tell you what, this would make Teofimo a huge star because he would make it look like easy work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those situations that you very rarely see in boxing, where their promoter, the promoter of Ryan Garcia, wants to pretty much make him look so bad that he's forced to retire. And Top Rank's fighter, the visiting promoter's fighter, yeah, what they're going to do is a very shrewd mob move, right? Hey, if you want to fight our guy, and I know you do, this is the biggest fight that Teofimo Lopez could be a part of. What we're going to do is we're going to demand options on your next 3 or 4 fights.
Yep.
And that's pretty much going to run out the Top Rank contract.
Indeed.
And that's
Smart.
exactly, you heard it here first, guys. It's exactly what's
Yep.
going to happen.
And with Top Rank having no TV money, no network, nothing right now, makes sense, man.
And there it is. And there it is, guys. Look, I didn't upload the full version of this one, so I'm going to put this one on from YouTube, guys. Okay. Let's do this. Hold on. And I'm gonna have to turn down the Godfather's music here because I have to play the actual version. You know, where the somber intro, you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna play the actual music video that came on. Hold on. Let me turn this down here, man. I'm gonna play the actual music video that came out on MTV, right?
Yeah.
And so here it is, guys, in its entirety. This is yeah. Watch this. This is some good stuff. I bet you guys didn't realize that it starts out really somber and slow. Here goes.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm Hulk Hogan. I get it for free, Mean Gene. The Hulkster, man. Still can't believe he's gone, man.
Yeah, I know. It's shocking, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But hey.
Oh, hold on, brother. You just got muted, Jose. I prefer Eddie Guerrero's theme song. You know what? You would, man. You would. Sorry, man. I'm gonna call ICE. They're gonna come visit your house later on, brother. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Thank you for joining us, my friend. I'm just joshing. And look at this. Yeah. At least he's consistent. Ryan and Tia should be on free ESPN. Well, there's no boxing going to be on free ESPN any longer because you guys, I should say Jose, guys like Jose streamed everything for free illegally and didn't pay for ESPN Plus.
Yep.
So sorry, it's not going to be on free TV ever again. Oh man, I miss you, Hulk.
Yeah.
Say what is your favorite memory of Hulk Hogan, my friend?
Oh man, dude. I can't just put it into one thing. It's too many memories, you know. You know, I got, like I mentioned when we did that show on my channel when the day he passed away.
Yeah.
I feel like I lost a friend because like I watched so much wrestling growing up, and this guy was he he was the guy. Without him, there would be no WWF in the 80s. It would have never went nationwide on cable television, and the business would not be packing 50,000 people for SummerSlam like it did this weekend without Hulk Hogan, man. So just so many great memories with Hogan, man. I had all the t-shirts, the posters, the action figures. Oh man, what a loss, man.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Joe, maybe calling ice on Jose isn't a bad idea. He stole the fights. Brother, not only did you break the law by coming to this country illegally and stealing these fights, but man, you broke one of God's 10 commandments. Sorry. Got to go down for that, brother. Oh, man. Refugio. Fun fact, guys. Hulk Hogan is bothering George Foreman about the Foreman grill he passed on. Oh, you know what? They're in good company. God rest both of your souls. But yes, fun fact. They hit up Hulk Hogan first to champion and promote the Foreman grill.
I never knew that till right now.
It was going to be the Hulk Hogan grill, and he turned it down.
Oh, man. But hey, you know, Big George, you know, that's the funny thing with George. He came back because, you know, he fell on some hard times, you know, and had to make some money. But boy, those Foreman grills skyrocketed, man. Ooh.
Wait a minute. Did you just say hard times, dude? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Where is it? I know I've got it here somewhere.
Oh, here it comes.
Let me turn off The Godfather. Let me find it, man, because I know I've got it here somewhere. Hold on. No, I got rid of Ray Traylor's music. God,
the big boss man.
Yep, from Cobb County, Georgia.
You'll be serving hard time.
Bow, bow, bow. Yeah. How about this one, brother?
Oh, yeah. Ed DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. One of the best heels of all time, man.
Once again, they're using the same guitar preamp. Be funky.
Is it? Wow.
The
Rockman.
Because the $1 Million Man
always
gets his way.
I love it. Yeah. Hold on. Joseph, the economy's in bad shape. Call ice all you want. Yeah, okay, brother. Yeah, you were saying that before the tariffs. Yeah, now ICE is going to get you because our economy is doing very well. Thank you very much. Hold on, Jose. You know what, dude? Those are fighting words right there. But I think I have that in the queue. Let's play it up. You ready?
Yeah. Jim Hellwig.
Jim, I can't wrestle to save my life, Hellwig.
All down drums too.
There it is. Oh yeah, there it is. I tell you what, I you know what? I knew I didn't like you for a reason, brother. I was so upset after WrestleMania 6. Yeah, yeah, man. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I broke my TV.
Oh, when he lost to him?
Yeah, I did. I threw one of my old baseball trophies thinking that it wasn't going to break the screen, and it did. Yeah, boy, I was what do they call it? I was grounded, man, for like a month after that.
Man, you know, that was actually a pretty good match too, considering, you know, Jim was not the most solid wrestler. And but yeah, man, the Hulkster needed a break, man. He was on a run like no one ever seen, you know.
Well, he wanted to make terrible movies.
Yeah, but you know, he tried to save his body, man, and you know, the movies didn't work out. But you know, again, a lot of these guys who were big stars in the later years, yeah, they all started to do the same thing. Go into the movies and then kind of save their body from the damage that these guys take in the professional wrestling.
What was
So,
the terrible movie that Rock made when he was still with the WWE?
oh, there's a few.
One was the Tooth Fairy or something like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, those
What was
Fast
the
and the
other one
Furious.
where he was a football player taking care of his daughter?
Oh, I can't remember the name of that one, but
They were both terrible.
you know what? I didn't like the Fast and the Furious movies that he was in. They got too silly. They went from guys street racing to like some almost like superhero stuff that was going on in those movies, and they lost me right around the time The Rock started to come into the picture.
Yeah, it's funny. Most people forget that Rocky Maivia was, do you remember The Nation?
Yeah, the Nation of Domination. Yep.
Yep. And do you remember when everyone used to chant, Rocky sucks, Rocky sucks? Do you remember
Or
when
it
he was supposed to be a babyface?
Yeah, it was Die Rocky Die too.
Oh, Chingao. So they said, well, yeah, man, we have no choice. We've got to turn you heel, and you're going to be part of the Nation of Domination. And he just blew up as soon as he got on the mic after that. Good times, brother. Good times.
Yep.
But yeah, look, my favorite. Hold on. Someone put it up earlier. Oh, here it is. Eric, I knew I loved you for a reason, man. Hulk versus, in the storyline, the greatest WWF story. And yes, I said WWF. WWF storyline of all time, the Giant Betrayal. That was Cornette and Pritchard. That was their handiwork.
Great stuff there, man.
Yep.
Andre was the big attraction, and never wanted to win the title, because how could you put the belt on the Giant? He would never lose that thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, after all those years, and then of course you got Heenan.
And he couldn't wear it, let's be honest.
Yeah, and then you got Heenan there. You never once gave this man a title shot.
You're wrong, man. You're wrong. This ain't happening, man. This ain't happening, brother.
We're friends, Andre. Please, Andre.
You don't believe it? Well, believe this, Hogan.
Oh, it rips the crucifix off and the shirt. Yeah, dude.
You're bleeding. You're bleeding. Say it ain't so, Andre. Say it ain't so, brother.
You can't leave me like this here, man.
Oh,
dude, that was so good, man.
Signing the contract in faux Jack Tunney's office.
President Jack Tunney, yeah. Oh, dude, great stuff, man. I miss the old WWF.
Look at me when I'm talking to you, Hogan. I'm gonna pin you 1, 2, 3. Take your belt at WrestleMania.
Dude, good times, man. Good
Nobody
times.
does Andre, man. That's so good.
Hey, dude, yeah, man. I never even tried when he was wrestling. I didn't start doing it until I saw The Princess Bride. And he had so many great lines. I tried to do it one day and I found out I could. I've been doing it ever since I was in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Anybody want a peanut? Hello, lady.
Yeah, man. I used to love that movie, The Princess Bride. One of the great comedies of the 80s. Excellent movie. Excellent movie. Yep. Princess Bride was indeed a classic. The Rob Reiner classic. And fun fact, guys, Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits, one of the great American guitar players of all time, made the soundtrack.
Wow. Mark Knopfler. Cool, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you didn't know it, yeah, I'm a huge cinephile. I love movies, man. At least I used to, anyway. And look, Jose Chavez, good call, man. Hogan versus The Rock. That was a reminder of the greatness of Hulk Hogan, and that was at the place where the Warrior beat him.
Yeah,
Toronto Sky Dome.
In the Sky Dome. Yep, that's true, man. And Both huge crowds there for those events. And again, Hogan, you got him on the bill. Yeah, he's going to sell the place out, man.
Dude, that was crazy. And I got so excited when The Rock gave him the rock bottom.
Yeah, it kicks out and starts to Hulk up.
Oh my gosh, dude, that was so exciting. Dude, I'll be honest. I was already a grown man with a child, and I got chills.
Yeah. Now I remember watching that, man, and that was WrestleMania 18. And the funny thing is, WrestleMania and I were the same age, so yeah, I was 18 years old watching that.
You make me sick, G Funky.
But no, dude, think about how crazy that era was, because we had the biggest star in professional wrestling in Hulk Hogan, and you had Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of the biggest stars in wrestling, and The Rock, one of the biggest stars in pro wrestling, all on the same card, man. You talk about star power, man. That is loaded, that card.
Oh, man. Amazing, dude. Amazing. G Funky, keep going, man. Talk about some more Hulk Hogan, because I'm old and I've got to go take a Veda test with Victor Conti.
Well, he's part of the news recently as well, as you've seen. Some people, some of these YouTube guys have been going at Victor Conti as of late. And, he came out and said something today, to address a lot of these things. I'm not going to read this whole thing because it's kind of a long tweet, but he talks about how he, advised VADA on a lot of things at around the 2010, 2011 timeframe. But he goes on to say here that, he has absolutely no influence upon any aspect of VADA operations. And I can tell you this, guys, these people are going to remain nameless, but at least 3 people behind the scenes that know Victor, have interviewed Victor, have done things outside of boxing with Victor Conti, and they've all told me the exact same thing, that he's not a part of VADA the way that people have set the narrative on YouTube. And also, that's one of the main reasons why you don't see a Margaret Goodman doing the YouTube tours, because people associate her with Victor Conti, and she just doesn't want to do interviews, man. We had her back in 2023. She committed to us. She gave us a date. Unfortunately, she canceled on us. I think it was like 2 weeks before the schedule interview, and basically said what I just told you guys. She just came on and said, I know you guys are going to give me a good interview. You've given me the questions already, but it doesn't matter what I say. People are just going to make things up out of everything. And that's what happens, guys, when YouTube channels like this or like some of these guys do, man. They ruin it for everyone. We would have had a really good interview. I had a lot of good questions to ask her, but because a lot of you guys like to, make things up and run with them, yeah, that happens, man.
Here's another old one. I'm going to stump you, brother. Back from the 80s.
Brutus, the barber beefcake.
Yes! How did you get that? Barbershop, baby. Dude, that is so right on, man.
I can just see him walking down.
For sure, man.
I can see him walking right down the aisle with those shears.
Yep, that's right. That's it.
And the same exact shears I used to cut my bushes out front.
Yep, and he would really, when he whooped your ass, he would really cut your hair. Craziness, just craziness. Here's one of my favorites of all time.
And you dig it, sucker.
Oh yeah, that theme goes all the way back to his days with Harlem Heat.
Yep. And with Peanut Head, Teddy Long.
Yep. They had Sister Sherry in the corner.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised they didn't have Chaka Khan.
Oh, man. Joseph, since you put on Booker T, I'm gonna ask you something now. You don't have to, it's up to you, man. But there was an infamous promo with Booker T, and he was talking about Hulk Hogan. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about the N-word promo?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
I got it right here. Do you want to hear it or no?
Let's play it. Do it.
Play it?
Do it. Let's get down with it.
Oh, man. Okay, let me see.
Did he just say that?
Dude, that it was so funny, man. And you
Come
can
on
see
now.
you can
Play
see the
it.
look on his face. Oh, I'm looking for it. Just give me 1 second.
All right. I tell you what, while you're looking for it, I'm going to play one more. And this guy, he didn't have a long tenure, but I thought he was hilarious. Here we go. And it almost reminds me of that dude, that a-hole with the dreadlocks who does the ring announcing for Matchroom.
Mr. Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Repeats it.
Yep. What's his name? Who's that dude? What's the ring announcer's name?
Diamante?
Yeah, David Diamante.
Yeah.
You know what I heard about David Diamante, and I'm not ashamed to say it. You know me, brother. I have no filter. Thanks be to God. It's a blessing and a curse, but when I stand on the truth, well, yeah, I do the Lord's work, and this is the truth. Everyone says he is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Everyone says that David Diamante is a real jerk, where he's genuinely mean. Like, they captured him on video yelling at a poor ring card girl.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. He's not a nice guy, guys. And that's why I'm saying that. That is the truth.
Mm.
And once again, what do we say about the Lord doesn't like ugly?
Yeah.
Guys, that's why our brother, Thomas Triber, has been getting all of the big assignments over the last 2 years and not David Diamante.
Yep. So I found the Booker T promo, man. You ready for it?
You would. Let's hear it. Here we go.
Here we go, guys.
We take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
Tell me you did not say that.
and his face, he couldn't believe he let that one slip out, and Sherry's looking at him like, it's all right.
It's all right. It's allowed. Now, if Hogan had said that, oh boy.
Right. And the professionalism of Mean Gene, he just moves right on to Stevie Ray to ask him a question like it never even happened.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. You know what? I'm gonna change my ringer on my phone to what the world is watching.
Oh yeah, that was classic, man.
Well, Hawker Mustang, he says, I heard David Diamante got in a bad motorcycle crash a couple of years ago. Yes, he did. And I'm glad he's all right, but that just speaks volumes now, doesn't it? And Kamikaze says, where's the Hulk Hogan theme song? I'm sorry, brother. You're a little late to the party.
Yeah, we played it already, man.
We played it already. The entire thing, the Rick Derringer classic. Do you remember what kind of guitar Rick Derringer played?
I remember in his days with Edgar Winter, he played a Les Paul.
Well, he switched because he played with Edgar Winter. They both started playing Steinberger.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Without the headstock?
Yeah.
You remember the short time they came out with those? I got one, and they're terrible guitars. Terrible. Mr. Kennedy. And Alberto says, wow, never would have guessed. Once again, guys, we are in this business, and we tell no lies. There it is. And look, guys, it's often gotten me in trouble, spilling the beans and speaking the truth. But look, if you've got the truth on your side, hey, who can be against you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because and this is one of the reasons why I had to take a short break, because it got kind of negative. I remember the last show I was on with Ronnie Shields. I brought Rick Morones on the show, the former promoter I used to work with. And yeah, he said, yeah, no problem. I'll apologize to you on the air. He didn't. And so I just let it fly. He even lied to me right to my face and to everyone on the show that he didn't know anyone any money. And I said, really? Well, you need to call Rick Glazier and pay him his money. He told me right to my face that Rick Glazier, that money was a donation to his gym. I said, the gym? You mean the one that closed? And so miraculously, the guy who is supposedly telling the truth, miraculously, he paid Rick Glazier back. If it was a donation, why would you pay it back? Once again, I'm still waiting to get my money, but I will never work with him ever again. Once again, guys, if you stand on the truth and you've got the truth on your side, what can be against you? And this is why, and I tell this to G Funky all the time, never do anyone wrong in this business, because it's going to follow you around like herpes.
Yep. And everyone talks, man.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I even warned Rick. I said, Rick, you need to pay back Rick Glazier, because that's the wrong guy that you want to owe money to. Like, really, that's the wrong guy you want to owe money to. Because he knows everybody.
Yep.
And he didn't listen, but oh well. And there it is. There it is. Yeah. So I just had to clear that up, guys. And it's good to be back, by the way. And look, let's play one more before we get back into boxing talk, right? Let me see if I can stump you one more time. And I think I can. Here we go. You have your thinking cap on, brother?
Yes, sir.
This is a tough one. And he passed away. And that's not really giving anything away, because they pretty much all passed away now. God rest your soul, Hulk Hogan. We love you. And you know what? When you said it felt like you lost a friend, you're being conservative when you say that. Because let's be honest, it felt like we lost a family member.
Yeah. Yep.
That was a tough day, guys. That was a tough day. And we miss you, Hulk. Here's one for the late great. Okay, you'll get it. Hold on. You remember this one?
Oh, man. Let it play.
And no, it's not Papa Shango.
No, definitely not Papa Shango. But it's from that era, huh? That time?
Yep, it's from that time.
Oh, man. This isn't Skinner, is it?
No, I used to love Skinner. Dude, you know what? I would have been pissed if I had to fight him.
Right, and he spits that stuff in your face.
Yeah, that red man right in your face.
Oh,
hey, man, it was real nice. I stumped you, didn't I?
Yeah, you got me. Who is it?
It's Umaga.
Oh, man.
Here's one that you'll get. You can redeem yourself with this, brother.
Yokozuna, one of the best
Yep.
big men wrestlers that we ever seen, man.
Yep.
You know, I seen an interview recently with Lex Luger. And if anyone remembers, they had that thing on the 4th of July. They were on that battleship, that U.S. battleship. And it was a Superstars episode where all of the WWF superstars had an opportunity to try to slam Yokozuna.
I remember that.
Nobody could do it. But Luger says that, you know, he came in on the helicopter. He's wearing cowboy boots. And he goes, I get in the ring and, like, you know, it's a hot day and everything. And, you know, I got my boots on and I'm face to face with Yoko. And, you know, we're supposed to be trash talking each other. But I'm telling Yoko, hey, man, I'm not going to be able to lift you. I got no legs, man. These boots, I have no, you know, I can't really dig in and pick you up. And then he goes, brother, just grab me. I do the rest. And he said that's how athletically gifted that big guy was.
Yep.
He basically
He was.
body slammed himself, man.
Yep. Yep.
Crazy.
It was-
And
Yeah,
and,
Yokozuna was really talented, man. And should I tell the shit in my pants Yokozuna story? No, I'm not going to do that. Never mind. Sorry.
But
Forget I even said anything. Oh, what did I say?
Another crazy thing about that show that day was it was again 4th of July. We know summertime, brutally hot. So they were saying that it was really hot that day, and that Yoko's feet were messed up because the mat was so hot. And he goes, that's why you see Yoko sit up so quickly when Luger slammed him, because that thing was just burning hot. So as soon as he hit the canvas, he just popped right up and got up off the ground because that wrestling ring was just hot from the sun beating on it.
That makes a lot of sense. Say what? Rest in peace, Yokozuna.
Yeah.
Man, they're all gone.
I know.
They're
man,
all
it's
gone,
crazy.
dude.
And some of the guys that should be gone, now, I know this sounds mean, but a guy like Jake the Snake Roberts, who was bad on drugs for a really long time. He was smoking crack.
And addicted to heroin.
Oh, man. I'll tell you another story. I remember an independent promotion came to town here and did a show at the Memorial Auditorium where a lot of
Hold on,
boxing
brother.
events were.
Hold that thought. Don't forget.
Sure.
I'm going to switch music.
Rick Rude.
As you were, my friend.
Yeah, so the headliners for the show, it was two big matches. Dan Severn versus Bam Bam Bigelow, and then the Honky Tonk Man versus Jake the Snake Roberts. So when it was time for Jake the Snake to get his ass into the ring, this guy walks out with the snake. I'm surprised he has the snake still. But yeah, a huge beer belly, completely out of shape, wearing sweatpants and just regular Nikes. I mean, good Lord, he didn't even have the tights or the boots, nothing, man. He was terrible, man. This was like 1996, 97, something like that, man. But it was really sad to see, man.
Well, I tell you what, he can tell a great story, though, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he's got a ton of them. In fact, he went on a book tour, a special storytelling tour at a place I used to play at called the Amp Room. And you know, it's funny. The guys who used to own the Amp Room, they just closed that place down in San Antonio because ICE got him.
Oh, man.
Yeah, ICE got him. And they're coming after you, Jose. I'm just joking, brother. But yeah, they got him. But Superfly Snooka was another guy who will always live in infamy because of his girlfriend. You remember that story?
Right. Yeah. Terrible tragedy that happened there. And, you know, Snooka at the time, this was, you know, just before Hulkamania started running wild in WWE.
He was a babyface.
Yeah, he was the babyface of the company and was, you know, he was the guy. Him and Don Morocco had a huge thing going at that time.
Don Morocco.
Yep. And unfortunately, Snooka let the the extracurricular activities outside of the ring get the best of him, and yeah, made a huge mistake with his girlfriend, and boy, just a tragedy, man, that happened with that.
Yeah, just terrible. Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's get back to boxing though, guys. Let me turn off the music here. Hit the music. There it is.
You San Antonio sweat hogs.
I love it, guys. And guys, we're an hour in, so we're going to take a brief what do they call it? Station identification. And we're going to talk about we're going to do this one, right? Let's do this.
Are you anxious about defending your faith? Let's explore John 14-6 together and find peace. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. It's a powerful statement, but how do we explain it to non-believers? First, remember to listen with love. Arguments don't change hearts, compassion does. Second, share your personal journey. How has your faith changed your life? Real stories resonate more than abstract ideas. Finally, pray for them. Trust that God's Spirit is working even if you can't see it. Stay rooted in faith and let your light shine. Remember, you're not alone in this journey.
And there it is, guys. Once again, this podcast is always brought to you by the King of Kings, the Prince of Peace, the God Most High, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And once again, guys, if you haven't already, please surrender your life. Today's the day. And start your journey with everlasting salvation. Thank you, Jesus. There it is, guys. And look, I'm going to do this. Hold on. Thunderlips in the flesh, baby.
The ultimate male against the ultimate meatball.
Hey, why'd you get so crazy out there?
That's the name of the game.
I love it. And look, Hawker Mustang, he brings this up because he wants us to argue about it, and I'll oblige him. Usyk is the GOAT. Usyk is the GOAT, G-Funky.
No, not even close, guys.
Okay, we're going to do the litmus test. We are going to plop Usyk right now at his size, which is, 229 right now?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to plop him in the 90s, see how he does, according to G-Funky.
Ooh, okay.
All right, so we're going to start with the B-level guys, or the A-level guys, A-minus level guys in the 90s, and see how he does. Chris Bird versus Alexander Usyk. How does that fight play out, G-Funky?
I think I take Chris Bird. I think Styles, and again, guys, I know this is what fans do here on YouTube. It's always, oh, well, Chris Bird ain't never beat nobody. His resume sucks and it's terrible. And Usyk has beat this guy and this guy. And look, guys, that doesn't mean shit. Styles make fights, okay? Chris Bird knows how to make a fight ugly. He knows how to frustrate the hell out of his opponents, especially when he was at heavyweight, because the guy used to be a middleweight. So he would give Usyk fits, and I think he would probably beat him on points.
And there it is. There it is. Okay, now we're going to go back up to the early 2000s. And this is cruiserweight. The Tiger, Vasily Zhirov, former gold medalist.
Tough fight. Really tough fight. Zhirov was a tough SOB, man. He really was. But I think I would probably take Usyk in that matchup, but I think it would be a tough fight, man, because Zhirov, man, he held his own against James Toney, and Toney was one of the great fighters that this sport has ever seen. But I would probably favor Usyk. It wouldn't be an easy fight, though.
Okay, we're moving on. Versus Ronnie Shields, former fighter. The Tua Man, David Tua, and I'm referring to the guy who knocked John Ruiz into next week in less than a round.
One of the quickest fights you'll ever see, guys. If you haven't seen it, look it up real quick.
And one of the most brutal knockouts you'll ever see.
Yeah. Against that version of David Tua, give me Tua. Give me David Tua.
Yep. Okay, now Usyk versus Razor Ruddock.
Razor Ruddock, he was underrated, man. A really solid fighter back then. It's a tough matchup. He's big, tall, long, fought behind a really good jab too. But I'd probably favor Usyk in a competitive scrap. But it's a tough fight.
Usyk versus the president, Ike Ibiabuchi.
Ike Ibiabuchi all day long.
And there it is. And there it is. Guys, do we have to keep going with this? Now, once again, we haven't even gone to the A-listers yet.
Right.
So why are we calling him the GOAT?
Okay,
hold on. I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
The pride of Oklahoma, Tommy Morrison.
Tommy Gunn.
Oh,
Tommy,
geez. And I'm not talking about who's the better actor. I'm talking about who would win. Tommy Morrison undefeated against Alexander Usyk.
Actually, I think Usyk might even be the better actor with that acting job he did against Dubois in the first fight. But
and there it is. There it is. I like that answer.
But I'll say this, as far as the Duke, Tommy Morrison, dude, that guy had one of the all-time great left hooks, guys, in boxing. That thing was like a whip for a heavyweight. He would sling that thing out there, and if he landed, man, he would hurt you, possibly knock you out. His big issue was he never had, he was never really a good 12-round fighter. You could see him.
And why was that, G Funky?
Yeah, he was on the juice, man. And but you know what? Very athletically gifted. And look, I'm gonna favor Usyk in that matchup. I think Usyk would beat him, but the first half of the fight, it would be Tommy Morrison would be very dangerous in that fight. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I just talked about the guy's left hook. A left hook against a southpaw, guys, is a very underrated weapon. If you land that thing over the lead hand, it'd be interesting to see if Usyk would be able to handle that, because that left hook had some serious pop, man. It's a good matchup, but I would take Usyk in the long run, because I think Morrison would start to fade as the fight went on.
Talk about someone who fade, but with a monster left hook. Shannon the Cannon Briggs.
Let's go, champ. Shannon, yeah, big character. Again, big puncher. I don't think he would beat Usyk though. I would favor Usyk. I feel like Briggs, in my opinion, even in his prime, I think he was just too muscular for me, and he was always kind of stiff. I don't think he would be as elusive as Usyk. I think Usyk would give him some trouble and frustrate him with his good footwork. But again, dangerous because the power, but I'd favor Alexander Usyk in that one.
Gold medalist from America, Ray Mercer.
Ah, yes. I'm taking Ray. Ray, not only was he a devastating puncher, but dude had one of the great all-time chins, man, in boxing.
Yep.
Speaking of that left hook from Morrison, guys, go watch his fight. Not only did he knock out Morrison in one of the most spectacular knockouts you'll ever see, but
brutal.
Again, like I said, Morrison in those early rounds, man, he was landing some hellacious combinations on Ray Mercer. And, Mercer took it, man. I mean, I don't know how he survived some of those shots that he took from Tommy earlier in that fight, but he went right through him and eventually got him out of there. So I would have to go with Ray in that one, man. I think he's a true heavyweight, very skilled, and a devastating puncher, man. I would take Ray.
All right, brother. And look. I know what you're trying to do, Hawker. We'll get to you next. We'll get to you after this. We're still on this, though. Trying to prove a point here. All right. Here come the, no, this is still the B team. Hasim Rahman, brother.
Ooh. The Rockman. Yeah, I'd favor Usyk in that one.
Yep.
I was never too impressed with Rahman. I mean, I'll give him this, though, because I did not like Lennox Lewis back in the day. When he knocked out Lennox like that in South Africa, yeah, that was one of the greatest days of my life.
Indeed. I think everyone celebrated that day. I think I was singing along with George that night.
George, yeah. Oh, beautiful. You gotta love George Foreman, man.
All
Rest in
right,
peace.
we're still on the B team. The big O, Oleg Moskayev.
Oh, man. You know, Moskayev trained here in West Sacramento.
I remember.
Yeah, late in his career. And I actually knew quite a few guys that was at his gym. My cousin trained at that gym for a little bit. Juan Lascano, the Hispanic cousin Panic.
Yep.
My buddy Danny Savala, who was pro at the time, trained in that gym as well. Willie Horin trained there.
I remember him.
Yeah, all these guys, man, back in the day, were there with Oleg Moskayev, and he had a piece of the heavyweight title at the time.
WBC.
Yeah. So, you know, as much as I like the guy because he represented my area, I don't think he would beat Usyk. Although he would be dangerous because he does have power, you know.
And he had a granite chin.
Yes,
when
could
he
take
was
a
in
good
his prime.
shot. Yep, take a real good shot. He'd be
Too many
dangerous.
wars. Too many wars, though, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, I'm sorry, but he had a war, went life or death with Corey T-Rex Sanders, not the sniper. But do you remember how awesome that fight was between Corey T-Rex Sanders and Oleg Moskayev?
Yes, fantastic heavyweight
Whoa.
scrap, man.
Woo! I tell you what, man. Oh, outstanding. Okay, we're moving on, guys. Look, if you haven't gotten the hint, like, it's a mixed bag in the 90s, and we haven't even gotten to the all-time greats in the 90s.
Yeah.
Are you guys picking up what I'm laying? Okay, we're going to go into the early part of the 2000 because we already know the answer to the all-time greats in the 90s. Okay. So we're going to go to the early part of the 2000s. How does Usyk fare against Barney Rubble? What's his name?
Barney Rubble.
Yeah. What's his name? Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name now. I just had it. I'm coming for you, Holyfield. What was his name? He had the IBF title for him for a good minute.
Oh, dude. Who the hell was it?
Dude, his name eludes me for some reason, and I just had it. Oh, Sultan Ibragimov.
Ah, yes.
Barney Rubble. Sultan Ibragimov.
Yep. Oh, tough fight, man. Who would you favor there, Joe?
Who is this? Anthony Robertson. What is this?
Probably just some troll.
Okay, more like okay. I don't know you, Anthony. And what are you referring to? Anyway.
Right.
Okay. Right on. All right. So I guess I'm putting you in timeout. All right. There it is. Now here goes Hawker Mustang, the king of controversy. I definitely believe that Usyk would KO Lennox Lewis.
No, come on. Come on, man.
Oh, come on. How about Big Daddy, Riddick Bowe?
Riddick Bowe.
How about the foul pole, Andrew Galata, in his prime?
The foul pole. Wow. I would favor Usyk in that one, but
The Chi-Town Hustler.
but I don't know
Yeah.
because we know Usyk doesn't like body shots, and
Yep.
a lot of would be
He
getting him
definitely
low a
wouldn't
lot.
like this one. Yep.
The foul pole. That's hilarious, dude.
So, guys, you get the hint. He is definitely not the GOAT, and he's not even a top 25 all-time great heavyweight. I'm sorry, guys.
No.
Just look at the 90s and the 70s, and I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Jerry Quarry was better.
If you guys want to call him the best of this era, I mean, yeah, you can't argue that. Give him that. No problem, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, to say that he's better than a lot of these guys and would beat a lot of these, no, I just don't see that, man.
That's ridiculous, guys. Now, to be honest, you actually might see John the Huggy Man Ruiz hug his way to a win.
It would be a terrible fight, yeah. But
it would be, but
yeah,
hey.
after he got knocked senseless by David Tua, yeah, he turned into the Huggy Man.
Oh boy. Hold on. The only man that might be able to beat Usyk is a prime Klitschko. I honestly, both Klitschko brothers knock him out.
Yeah.
Vitali, oh man, that would be ugly.
Brutal.
Ugly.
Brutal.
And Vladimir would beat him with the left hand alone.
And that's just the previous era, you know, from this one.
Like, honestly, I would love to see a prime Layman Brewster versus Alexander Usyk.
Ooh, yeah. Brewster was a tank in there, man.
Yep, boy, he could crack too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Speed, power, beautiful combinations of the body and head. The problem was, though, he was explosive, so he really sacrificed his volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there it is. There it is. Adam, welcome to the show, sir. He says John Ruiz versus Andy Ruiz. That's not even close. Try to tie up Andy Ruiz. See what happens.
Yeah.
Snickers would whoop his ass. Yes. And let's see one more. Let's take a good one. Hold on. No, I don't want to say the sniper because he was a counterpuncher by trade, and Usyk was the counterpuncher killer. If you wait on him, he's going to freeze you with that constant footwork and upper body and head movement. If you're not assertive, you have no chance against Alexander Usyk. He'll freeze you. You cannot gauge his timing and rhythm. He disrupts your timing and rhythm very, very effectively.
Okay, let's address that last comment there by
Okay, come on, guys. What was he? 72 years old?
I know that was not a prime Ali, man. Like
Cassius Clay. Let's just say Cassius Clay, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
He smokes Usyk like a cheap cigar, guys.
Dude, Cassius Clay? I don't think Usyk touches that version.
Look, I'm sorry. Rocky Marciano knocks him into next week. Yes, I said it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
You know what? All I'm going to say is this. James J. Braddock, get him.
Well, how do you think a Jerry Cooney would do against Usyk, Joe?
Oh, you know what? Cooney,
left hook.
Yeah, that left hook was one of the best left hooks I've ever seen in my lifetime, and it was a sledgehammer.
Vicious.
But
yeah.
Usyk, if he doesn't get knocked out, gets up off the canvas, survives, and figures him out and stops him late.
Yeah.
Because Jerry Cooney was a one-arm bandit. And it was the Norton fight that got him that Larry Holmes super fight, right?
Yeah. Yep. That's another guy that
be honest, Norton was what, 85 years old?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not even going to bring up Larry Holmes either. That's just, look, we all know.
That's not even
okay. I'll bring this one up. Now, everyone faulted this guy for never beating one of the elite, but I'm saying that he knocks Usyk into retirement. He knocks him back to Ukraine. Ernie Shavers from Youngstown, Ohio.
Oh boy, Ernie's one of the hardest, if not the hardest puncher in boxing history, man. That guy had crazy power. And, you know, again, here's the thing that people don't give Holmes credit for is when Holmes beat Shavers, dude, hit him with a shot. I don't know how the fuck he got up from
Honestly,
that.
that was probably the hardest punch I've ever seen someone take.
Yeah.
Ever.
And Holmes got up.
And he got up and finished the fight and won.
And won the fight, man. Like, Holmes was a
Now,
tough
what did Larry
motherfucker,
Holmes say
man.
about that shot? You remember?
What's that?
Do you remember what he said about that punch?
Who, Holmes?
Uh-huh.
What'd he say?
Man, he punched that shot. He punched me so hard, my ancestors felt it.
Dude, he went down like a sack of potatoes. Like, it looked like he had no life in him. You know, like
I thought he died.
Yeah, that was insane. And he got up and got right back to his jab and won the fight.
Okay, now hold on. I'm gonna bring this up. And Hawker, you just hung yourself, brother. Right? You just hung yourself. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. No. Right here. Usyk at 217 beat a 255 Derek Chisora. Okay, now how did that fight play out against Derek Chisora? Gave him fits because he was so assertive and always in his chest.
Yeah.
And it was a close competitive fight. Now, how does he fare, G Funky, against a prime, undefeated Joe Frazier?
Oh, man. Come on. Again, guys, left hook. And that thing came from low and it was tight.
Came out of his pocket.
Yeah. And, oh, man. No.
Okay, now that's a little stretch. And he says he had no skill level at all, worse than Wilder. I don't know about that. In fact, prime for prime, I would love to see Cooney versus Wilder.
Now he's just joking with the last one with Larry Holmes.
Okay, yeah, that's terrible. If it's not Jose Barrera, welcome to the show, sir. Good to see you. Says if it's not Cassius Clay, he wasn't in his prime.
Well, no, I would disagree with that.
Yeah.
When he first changed his name to Ali, he had some really great performances before the
you can
suspension.
say this. After he went to the Who's Gal.
Yeah.
And relinquished his title, he wasn't in his prime.
No, he lost a lot of years, man, of his prime during that time. But Joe, you probably remember this before me. Who was the guy that he was yelling, "What's my name?" while he was punching him in the face? And just, I mean, the footwork was just phenomenal for a guy that size. Can't remember the name of that guy. Wait
a minute. Who?
Remember when Ali was fighting someone and he was beating the hell out of him, and then the round ended, and he's standing there in the center of the ring, and he's yelling at the guy, "What's my name? What's my name?" Because
don't remember. I
he
know
refused
exactly
to call
who
him
you're talking
Muhammad
about.
Ali.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know who you're talking about. I mean, I don't remember the name, but I know exactly what you're talking about. And it was like, dude, Cassius Clay. One of the things that made Muhammad Ali such a phenom, we had never seen a heavyweight like that ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
No,
ever.
We never will see it. The closest thing that we could have had to that was Teofimo Stevenson from Cuba, the decorated amateur, but never had a chance to come over and become a professional. So
wait a minute. You take that back, brother. Because I promise you this, Ernie Shavers, you plop him in this era, he's undisputed for a very long time.
He runs through everyone. Come on, with that power. Oh my God.
Yep. There it is.
Yep.
Oh, come on, dude. Just stop, brother. He already had premature Parkinson's. Come on, dude. Stop it. Just stop it.
Again,
now this is getting a little out of hand now, Hawker. Come on.
Again,
we love you on this show, but come on, stop it.
Remember what I said before I started to make my picks. This is not about who beat who. This is about the style matchup, man.
Yep.
That's what makes fights, bro. Like, let me ask you this, okay? Let me ask you this, Hawker, because you go way back like I do in boxing, man, and in YouTube. Do you remember a guy named Zaire Rahim, Joseph?
Zahir Rahim. Yes. King Zahir?
Yeah, fought at
Former
the
Olympian.
lower.
Yes,
Yeah,
he was
fought at the.
outstanding.
Yep. How did his career go? Did he have a decorated career before it was all said
Oh,
and done?
no.
Nope. But you know who he put a beating on and styled
Eric
on him for
Morales.
12 rounds? Eric Morales.
Eric Morales whooped his ass. I was
Whooped
there.
his
That
ass,
was
guys.
that was at the summit in Houston, the old summit, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yep.
And yeah, you don't have to have a better career or have a better resume or whatever it may be. And even if you want to go there with Ali, he has a far better resume than Usyk. But it doesn't matter, man. What matters is the style matchup. And yeah, that's just one example of someone that is a relative unknown amongst a lot of boxing fans in Zaire Rahim, who beat a Hall of Fame fighter, one of the greatest fighters to come from Mexico, beat him easy. Because styles make fights, guys. Always remember that.
Yep. Hawker. Hey, man. Hey, don't sing it. Bring it. Click the link. There it is. There it is.
Hey, yo. Don't sing it. Bring it.
This
is the same argument that we have to have with Canelo fans who are harping on Terrence
sounds
Crawford.
good to me. In fact, our brother Kamikaze, Joseph G. Funky, not to go off topic. No, please go off topic. But Canelo Crawford, who do you favor? And can you see Crawford winning at all?
Yeah, I can see Crawford winning. I'm still undecided as of right now, but I could definitely see him winning.
Brother, I'm going to say this right now. Do you remember, G Funky, when we were talking about Canelo and I told you that I'd seen leaked training footage of Canelo Alvarez before the William Skull fight, and I told you he was going to look like shit?
Uh-huh.
And how did he look against William Skull?
Yeah. Looked terrible.
Well, once again, if you know what you're looking at in the ring, do you really have to look at resumes, G Funky?
No, you don't.
There it is. There it is, guys. Now let's just stop with all the resume horse shit. Because once again, I'm gonna say this in my homage to Emmanuel Stewart. Look, resumes, records, and trinkets are for fans, writers, and network executives who don't quite understand what they're looking at in the ring just yet.
Yeah, that's the truth.
There it is. That's the gospel truth. The gospel according to Emmanuel. There it is. Oh, that's funny, man. Oh, hold on, dude. Eric Gomez says, I was born ready. And then Adam goes, I scared. In his Canelo voice.
You're supposed to put an E in front of that. I scared.
I is scared. No. Seriously, guys. Canelo knows, guys. And we all figured out after I watched that training footage and what we saw against William Skull. We now know the real reason why he wanted nothing to do with David Benavidez.
Yep.
And why, regardless of what Turki Al-Sheikh wants, he wants nothing to do with Hamza Shiraz either.
Those are tough fights for Canelo at this stage of his career, man. There's no reason why he shouldn't take it, though. I mean, other Mexican legends took on the young guns towards the end of their career. Chavez, I've said this a lot, guys. You look who he fought towards the end of his career, way out of his prime. He fought Oscar De La Hoya twice.
Yep.
He fought Miguel Angel Gonzalez, De La Hoya in the words of Corbin. And not only Oscar, but Miguel Angel Gonzalez, who was a really good fighter at the time. Also a prime Kosh Jizu. These are guys Chavez fought well out of his prime, man. Didn't win any of those fights, but he fought them all. So there's no excuse, man. But it is what it is, man. I won't be holding my breath.
Well, look, guys, and once again, man, we all know now the jig is up. We know now why he's on his victory lap and refuses to take a real challenge.
Yep.
Look, it is what it is, guys. Does he deserve? No, I earned the right to fight whomever I want. Yes, he did. He did. And because he's a huge ticket seller, there's nothing anyone can do about it. Not Turkey, not anyone. No one calls the shots when it comes to Canelo. So he'll fight Jake Paul if he wants to next year. My guess is that he does.
Well, there was already something agreed to prior to this deal with Turkey Al Sheikh. So
And there it is.
yeah,
There it is.
it's not a stretch by any means.
I'm telling you guys, he's damaged goods. And so with that said, going back to Eric's, was it Eric? I think it was Eric Gomez, right? His question, or he changed the subject.
Oh no, that was our guy Kamikaze.
Oh, Kamikaze. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, my apologies, Kami. Did I say Kami? Sorry. Kamikaze. So with that said, guys, I'm calling it now. Crawford beats him on points in a real snoozer, because the intelligent jab from both positions, it's going to disrupt the timing and rhythm of the prolific counterpuncher, Canelo Alvarez. He's not going to be able to pull the trigger.
Yep. If he looks anything like he did against Skull, yeah, man, it's going to be an awful fight, and that's not what we want, guys.
Unless G Funky, they're both on that Tommy Morrison good.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But this might be the first time that I can remember one of the biggest fights in boxing. And it's two guys who are out of their prime, you know? How old is Canelo now? 35, 34, something like that? Crawford, 37, I think, or he might even be 38 by the time the fight comes.
He's going to be 38. Yeah, and look, well, he is 38. And look, doesn't matter though. One lives the Spartan lifestyle, and one loves to party between fights. Viva Mexico, cabrones! Yeah. Look, that's what happens though when you like to party between fights and balloon up.
Yep.
And that's what happens when you choose to live the Spartan lifestyle, like Usyk and like Bernard Hopkins. Come on, guys. Come on. It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
If this is what you do, why are you going to screw with your career when you understand it's a young man's game anyway? Why are you going to shorten your shelf life?
Yeah, and it's funny you bring up Hopkins. He's still very disciplined. Like, I was at that show a couple of years ago, and I seen him in the lobby at least 3 times when I was down there. And,
hold on. Hawker Mustang says this. Oh, I'm sorry, Hawker. Well, dude, come back, man. We won't make fun of your pride flag wearing partner anymore, man. I'm sorry. Let me just ask you one question, dude. Are you the pitcher or the catcher?
Oh man.
I'm just jiving, Hawker. We love you, man. And no, we're not what is that? And the reason why I made that comment is because what is that? The LGBTQ? Is that what you said? No, the LDBC, same shit. Alphabet people, gay. Just say gay. Just say gay, dude. Well, hold on. Did you hear Fanon or Fanon or that weirdo who claims to be a Harvard graduate but doesn't know shit from Shinola?
I love Fanon. I love that.
What is it? Fanon? Fat Fanon Patty?
Oh, shit.
Isn't that the name of a yogurt?
I'm trying not to laugh too loud because my kids are asleep.
Guys, I'm gonna get flagged again for this, man. I know it.
Oh my God, man.
But he's crying like a little, yeah.
He's still sensitive over the Earl Spence beating, man. Like,
No, he's
dude.
crying. You know, the least you could do is pick up the phone. And I'm sorry, Terrence is in the middle of camp, and you want him to pick up the phone and call you.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who is this guy? Mr. Yogurt? What, dude? What, dude?
Fannin, I love it.
Fannin.
Fanny Fannin.
Dude, that's all he is a Fannin. Dude, a Harvard graduate, my ass. Come on, guys. If he's a Harvard graduate, I'm a Rhodes Scholar. Shango.
Fanny Fannin, man. Yeah.
No, Eric Gomez has the beat. There it is. There it is. And look, man, you just gay. Man, you just gay. Man, why don't they just say G instead of LGBTQ, LMNOP, whatever? Just say G because it's all gay. Let's take a look. Lesbian, gay.
Yeah.
G, obviously that's gay. LGB, bisexual, gay. T, gay. And I don't even know what Q stands for.
Yeah, who knows?
But it's gay. Just save yourself some letters, man, and just say gay. Am I wrong? Am I wrong in stating that?
Nope.
Gay. So these LDBC guys, gay.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? I don't even think Fannin is a part of that group anymore.
Fannin, fat Fannin, fatty Fannin. Hey, Hawker. You sure you don't know? Because, dude, last time I checked, you had a freaking headlock, man, on Usyk's nuts. Hey, guys, I tell you what, it's almost, G-Funky's almost getting ready to turn into a pumpkin, so we're going to invite our brother to the stage. Ugo, good to see you, man. Hey, G-Funky, do me a favor. Can you have your glasses on? What does it say under Ugo's name?
Fat Canelo.
He's got to go.
Woo! Ugo, welcome to the show. What's on your mind, my friend?
Not much, Joseph. Interesting things you covered throughout the night. So I've been in and out, but good stuff.
Yeah, so was Hawker.
Oh yeah, that guy's a known canelita. I have a list of these people actually, Joseph. So I keep track of. This guy's been everywhere. He's been around in different shows, so I'm aware of his activities.
He's been around for a long time too, man.
A very long time.
We love Hawker, man. We love Hawker. I'm just jiving. We're just jiving.
I started my channel in 2010, and I remember him back then commenting on some of my stuff.
Wow. So this guy was always like this. Okay, I thought he just caught like a case of canelita-itis or something, you know, like a homoerotic sort of feelings towards an individual, you know. Man.
Hey, Toby, good to see you, my
Toby,
friend.
what's up, man?
You is for Quagmire. Okay, got it. Chingal. You know what? We're gonna play Stump Oogle, and we're gonna play some music. All right, we're gonna start off easy. This is an easy one because he says who the wrestler is right out of the gate. Let me turn it up real quick so we can hear it. We can all hear it, guys, right? And this is what we're going to use to segue into the next subject before G-Funky has to jump off.
Well, it's the big show. Yes, it's a big bad show tonight.
Google, what wrestler is this?
Big Show, yeah.
There it
Big
is.
man.
How about this one? Here's a little harder.
Sounds like some drop D.
That's actually drop C.
C? Oh, okay.
Yep. No, you're right. It's drop D. My apologies. Who's this, Hugo?
I got no idea.
It's the Batista Bomb, baby.
Oh.
Woo! Batista Bomb. Yes. Dude, he's old, man. I remember I first met Batista before he became an actor. I met him in Corpus Christi. It was at the rematch between Nonito Donaire versus Vic Darcinian too.
Nonito.
And he was there supporting his countrymen. Yep. Oh, okay. You want me to do that? Got it.
From General Santos City, the Filipino Flash, the current WBC Super Bantamweight Champion, Nonito Donaire.
Woo!
Dude, that is such a great freaking Lupe impression.
Lupe Contreras. Hold on. I'm good at I'm real good. I'm real good. I'm just making fun of these Mexican haters. Man, you were school in the summer, man. No class.
Hey, we think Usyk's a great fighter. He's the best of this era, no doubt about it, man. But
no
the
doubt.
Greatest of all time, that's doing too much.
Dude, come on, dude. Anytime you bring that weak stuff, we're gonna tear it down, brother.
Yeah, you'll never get me on board with that.
but we love you, Hawker, man. We love you, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, one more, and then we're gonna move back to these are too easy, man. All right, well, just for shits and giggles, because I have a feeling this dude is next on the chopping block. He's about 90 now?
Oh boy, yeah. Hey, Usyk is the GOAT? No chance in hell.
Yeah, you can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, Austin.
as he's being carted out on a stretcher, he flips him off.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. How about this one?
Here we go.
Shane O'Mac.
Shane O'Mac. And then here's my favorite of all time outside of the Rick Derringer masterpiece, Lemmy from Motorhead.
Oh, yeah.
Triple H.
You got it, Hugo. And I tell you what, fun fact, guys, here's the bonus question. Who's playing drums on this recording?
Oh, I don't know.
Isn't it the guy from...
Here's a hint. He used to play drums for King Diamond back in the day.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Mickey D, the blonde-haired Mexicano. And the reason why he used Mickey D, my brother, is because his last name is Dominguez.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, it's a funny thing, man, because I'm Mexicano, but I always had a German surname, Herren, right? And for some reason, though, all the rockers back in the day, they always used to try to cover up their Hispanic surname by just using the first letter.
Yeah, I think that's been going on for a while.
Yeah,
like Richie
why?
I don't know. It's not marketable, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
like my brother Rene Chacon used to play for a signed band. He called himself Rene C. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, be proud, man. What's wrong with you?
The only
Be
guy
proud of
that I
your heritage.
remember,
Be proud of your dad.
right? The only guy I remember that, well, it's not his last name. Well, he does actually say his last name, but the guy from Deftones, Chino Moreno. But that's the only guy that. But he's like Chinese and Mexican, but he was born in America. But he plays for
Oh
that
yeah,
band.
you know him, G Funky, don't you?
One of his cousins I went to school with. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool guy, man.
Cool guy, but no, very little musical talent. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said. Now listen to this line of bull. Oh, we hurt his feelings. Man, if Usyk was named Jose Chavez, you guys would be saying he's the greatest that ever lived.
If he was
Brother.
Jose Chavez and I seen him, I'd be like, "You're my hero, man."
Dude, that is the gayest shit I've ever heard on this channel. Like, now who's calling whom LDBC? Because that's a gay, downright gay response right there, Hawker. That's a Fannin response right there, brother.
Fannin, I love it.
Man, if he was named Chavez, you guys would be on his jock. Well, we'd have to remove you now, wouldn't we?
Oh man, that's funny.
Love you, Hawker. You're the man, brother. And yes, Lemmy from Motorhead. Lemmy was okay. Here's fun fact, guys. Who wrote the lyrics to "Mama, I'm Coming Home" by Ozzy?
Was it Lemmy?
Lemmy. Yes, very good. Woo!
Mama, I'm coming home. That's
Mama,
a great song.
I'm coming home. Yeah, that's my Ozzy impression.
Oh man,
Dude, you know what? I wish we didn't have to go to sleep. I'm having so much fun right now. We got to start this earlier.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you know
I'm
what? 'Cause
old,
I was
man.
like,
So
I was like, you know what, man? If we had more time, I'd bust out my acoustic guitar.
But let's get Hugo's thoughts on a few things, man. Who you
Dude,
got, man?
You're wait a minute.
Canelo
Little
Crawford.
Mexicano, brother, and you're pronouncing the H? What's wrong with you?
Who you got, man?
In Crawford Canelo, I've always said it since a long time. It's an interesting matchup, but I think ultimately I've never changed my opinion. I've always had Crawford. I think Canelo's overrated. I don't like him, obviously. I think he's an overrated fighter. I look at his resume. I make critiques about the resume only. The individual, obviously, I don't like. I think he's an arrogant. He's just arrogant. It annoys me. The personality. But aside from that, when I look at the boxing, I can see why. Like Rick was saying beforehand, like in terms of even them exchanging how he can do good, and even as Joseph mentioned, he could also use his jab. I think Crawford. That's one of. There's many advantages to break down that both sides had. Obviously, it balances out with the weight. It will be difficult, but I got Crawford, but he'll win by points. But I think, assuming that all the things are factoring in, like let's say Canelo is annoyed by the people talking about him not engaging, I believe that pussy he's gonna try to engage more. So I think in turn Crawford's only real options sooner or later he's gonna have to trade with him. He's gonna have to fight him, and I think he has better angles. But we'll see how it plays out. You know, at any point in time he can go.
Wait a minute. You just said at some point he's got to fight him. You want to bet?
What? That they're gonna throw down?
No. You want to bet that they're not?
Mm.
Dude, you said at some point he's got to fight him, and I'm like, you want to bet? No way. Terrence? Terrence is going to be happy stinking out the joint and ripping people off.
Yeah, but if Canelo comes out more aggressive, I think Canelo he has a little boo boo in his
Well,
in his
look,
feeling.
what is he going to do? What is he going to do? Headbutt him because he can't pull the trigger anymore.
Well, he's gonna be missing. He's gonna be whiffing a lot. I see that.
Pull a Victor Ortiz.
Maybe.
That would be something to see, huh?
Dude, honestly, if Canelo pulled a Victor Ortiz and headbutt Bud Crawford, Dude, honestly, he would be my favorite fighter if he did that. And you know what? I would make you remove that moniker under your name, brother.
No, never. Never.
Oh, hold on, guys. We're getting into some real talk now, man. Yeah, Daisy has the beat. Thank you for hanging with us, Daisy. Good to see you on here. Now, Toby, the man across the pond. We love you, Toby. Yeah, and you know what? Motorhead was a great band, and I had the luxury of seeing them 5 times before. In fact, one of his last gigs was at Sam's Burger Joint here in town, and I was there. But Black Sabbath. Oh man. So Toby, please disclose what is your best version of Black Sabbath? What's your favorite version of Black Sabbath? And what's your favorite Black Sabbath song from every era? And I'm including the Glenn Hughes era too, baby. Woo! And also, guys, Deep Purple, come on now. Come on, man. Look, Ian Gillan, one of my favorite singers of all time, was a huge influence on my style. Oh, dude, will you stop defending music now, man? Come on, dude. We already shifted gears. Hang with us, Hawker. Come on now.
Hang in there, buddy.
Is a humble guy. Really? Is he circumcised, Hawker? Go, dude. I mean, dude, get off his nuts already, brother. Come on now, man. Dude, does he dress to the left or the right? Chingao, Hawker. Come on, man. It's starting to make me question.
If he's anything like Robert Plant, it's to the left.
Papaya to the left. Oh, dude. Look, Hawker, I think that's look, Ozzy doesn't even think that Black Sabbath was the beginning of heavy metal. Most people think it was Blue Cheer. Have you ever heard their version of Summertime Blues? They were Metallica of the 60s. Look it up. It's a fun fact. But look, if you ask Ozzy, he says, no, we weren't heavy metal. It was, what was the band that he said? And it's hard to argue with him. But look, here's a trivia question. What was Tony Iommi's? He was the lead guitar player for what 60s prog band? And that's who gave him his big break. And you guys all know his riff. He was the riff master, right? And it's the Jethro Tull album that doesn't sound anything like any of the other ones. That's Tony Iommi from Sabbath. That entire album is classic. It's got Cross-Eyed Mary. Oh, man, it's a classic, man.
I believe he was originally a Strat guy too, right, Joe?
And
then he switched over to the
a Fender Strat dude.
Yeah.
And wait a minute, no, he's an SG guy.
Now he is, yeah.
Tony Iommi is an SG guy. So who do we whenever we see someone's face, what do I always sing? When do I always sing Aqualung? He's a boxing writer.
I'm sorry.
Sitting on the park bench down. That's Lukey. Lukey boxing.
My buddy Lukey, man. That's my guy.
Man. He's such a cool, just a sweet guy, but he always has this weird, kind of crazy, disheveled look. Right?
That's my guy, Luke, man. I've done a bunch of events with him here in Northern California. Great guy, man. Introduced me to a lot of people. Just like Joseph, man. Introduced me to a lot of people. It's rare that you'll meet people in boxing that would do that for you, you know? A lot of people are just, in it for their own benefit and things like that. But no, Lukey's introduced me to a lot of people here, man.
That's when you know someone's really actually in this business.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so it's like, why not? Why not? Right? Why not help out the brotherhood? Because it's a brotherhood. It's a genuine brotherhood. Like, I can tell you this, and G Funky can attest to this. Probably the best part of going to these fights, these big events, is catching up with guys that you haven't seen in years. It's the brotherhood. That's the best part of the events.
Yep. That is the truth, man. That
And
is
you know,
100%
every
the truth.
single time I go to these events, Dan Raphael's always alone.
Eating a salad.
No.
You know what? Fuck you guys.
Hold on. Toby Bartlett. I love this. The original lineup. Yep. Bill Ward, Geezer Butler, Ozzy Osbourne, and Tony Iommi, the classic four. And I tell you what, that entire album of Paranoid is just gold, man. Dude, even Rat Salad kicks ass, man. Come on now. Oh, hold on.
G Funky, I can tell that your hatred for us is completely personal.
Definitely, man. I thought you knew this about me, Hawker. But come on, man. You know me for a long time, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We don't roll with gay, dog. Hold on. No, I never heard of that. Wait a minute. What? You never heard of Jethro Tull, Hawker Mustang? Okay, now I'm convinced you are gay, dude. Sorry. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Jethro Tull, Ian Anderson, a genius. He wrote all the music, and he is, yeah, man, he's a pioneer, and he's one of the original prog guys. He's one of my biggest influences of prog. King Crimson, Jethro Tull, yes, Kansas. Man, love all of the prog stuff from the 70s and 60s. My favorite. But look, I'll be honest. Did you just say No, dude, I didn't say that. But it's Tony Iommi's first band. Dude, you still can't get over the Grammy snub of Metallica, can you? Dude, that's just terrible. Now, if there were any question about the big G in Hawker Mustang, mystery solved, guys. Mystery solved. So my favorite though, my favorite, and I know this is going to be sacrilege to you, Toby, but my favorite version of Black Sabbath is the one with Ronnie James Dio. Those three albums, right? Heaven and Hell, Mob Rules, and Dehumanizer. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Ozzy can't touch that. As much as I love me some Ozzy Osbourne, he can't touch it. Sorry. And G Funky, am I wrong?
No, you're right, man.
Dude, Ronnie James Dio, one of my heroes, man. One of my heroes.
Yeah.
Black Sabbath was heavy metal. Dude, neither one of them was heavy metal, if you want me to be honest. Neither one of them, G Funky, was heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
Yes, that's Metallica. Look, guys, heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, look. Yeah, heavy metal really didn't come about. I mean, real metal didn't come about until bands like, I don't know, Priest, Maiden, Motorhead. Oh, that's who Ozzy said. No, the real pioneers of metal were Lemmy and Motorhead. And he's not wrong, guys. He's not wrong. Because Ace of Spades, Iron Fist, that's much heavier than Sabbath. Look, guys, I'm not going to say who was a better singer and who wasn't because they're both legends. But Ronnie James Dio was my personal favorite. Yeah. I love both of them, though, guys. Ugo, what would you like to talk about in our final 5 to 10 minutes?
I don't know. I still have. Well, I got Crawford winning for a lot of reasons, so it's gonna be interesting. I think a lot of people are gonna be disappointed. Usually, as much as I don't like Dennis the Menace. There's certain matchups I don't pick against him, but this is one that I do. So same
Did
with
you just
Bebo and
call
Bebo.
Canelo Dennis the Menace?
Yeah, I have a lot of nicknames for that guy. Ask
Dude,
Eric
that is
Gomez. He
awesome.
knows.
I thought you were going
Dennis
to call him
Menace.
Ricky Cunningham for a second.
Yeah.
Let's hear the names, Ugo. Let's hear them.
Nah, some are X-rated, man. I can't go. I don't want to get your channel, man, Joseph. They're gonna. That has happened before.
It's
I've
all
been.
right. It's all right, dude. I'm already getting flagged. But guys, have you heard the news? And it looks like I just received the press release on this. It's going to be live on pay-per-view August 23rd.
Uh-oh.
Right? And we're also going to promote before we leave something else that's going on 23rd. Oh, you know, I like this one. Yeah, Canelo's Chucky. Love it. Guys, President Ike Ibuchi, he's out of the Uzgao.
I heard about this.
And he's going to be fighting Danny Williams. I thought it was a sick joke, but it's true.
Have you gone mad?
I mean, like, really? Have you gone mad? Have you gone absolutely bonkers? And Toby's going to drill me, man, for that accent. I'm sorry, Toby. I know it's I know I'm mixing areas or regions in the
it's
so
hard
sorry,
for us
man.
over here in the States to distinguish those accents, man. You know?
I mean, look, if you want to be absolutely 100% honest, you have to admit Devin Haney versus Richardson Hitchens. I mean, the combined ring IQ would have to be absolutely off the charts. It's going to be absolute barn burner.
That's Eddie Hearn for sure trying to sell a fight. So what area of England would that come from, Toby? Let us know that accent there, because that's
He'd probably say it's a muddle between Nottingham and Manchester.
Nottingham. That's where Robin of the Hood is from.
That's also where Carl Froch is from.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And
man.
also Nick the Wrecking Ball. Yep.
But I have to say, your Ricky Hatton, I think, is right on the money, man.
How we doing, love? You know, I thought about making a comeback, but you know, you can't afford me. Go up, you Polly Lodges. Well, we'll step over here and have a pint.
A pint. So I want to
I
ask
haven't done that one in forever, man.
And
it's funny.
Ugo more questions, man, about this.
I'm
this
sorry,
thing with
but G
Canelo.
Funky always used to make fun of me whenever he used to hear. I'm gonna play this. Here's my Ricky Hatton. I remember I made this short-lived because dude, yeah, Coach wasn't into it, and so this is my Ricky Hatton, guys.
How we doing, love? It's time for Goga's mythical matchups, and no, I'm not making a comeback. Oh, you can't afford me, can you?
Guys, fun fact, that's actually me. Oh, Chingao, dude. I love that stuff, man. You know, I'll be honest though, my favorite voice I've ever done is the greatest Kenyan accent that you'll ever hear. There you go.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
Almost sounds like Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, stop it. Now you're just being mean, brother. That's terrible. Dude, did you ever hear my Aussie on the intro of did I? Oh, here it is. I do my Aussie voice at the end of the Iceman intro. I'll just fast forward. Here, listen to it. It's a minute, but here, listen.
this. And Affordable Dentures proudly presents the Iceman, John Scully.
That's not a bad Aussie, right?
No, dude, that's cool, man. So Toby here says that you sound like you're from the London area when you do your accent.
Really?
Wow. Huh.
Well, I'll keep working on it, brother. It's really hard for me though, man.
I guess you
Because
gotta
I end up sounding like when I try to do, I either sound like Phil Collins or Rick Mail from the Young Ones. I tell you what, man, I miss me some Rick Mail from the Young Ones. That was a comedic genius right there.
You got to do like John Lennon, I guess, to sound like Liverpool.
We weren't making fun of Jesus, so we weren't knocking it or anything. It was wrong and I shouldn't have said it. Is that better? That's my Lennon.
So I gotta ask Ugo something, man. When did this hatred for Canelo start, man? Let me know when.
Why? What do you mean? No, the fan base. Well, the individual himself. I don't like the fact, but the individual. I think when he just started to act as if he was.
That's right.
The number one Uno, the big enchilada. You can't do that and then deny the fights and then deny hard matchups and then on top of that, still ask why why don't people like the matchups and then act like it's not a problem. It just goes against everything that a regular Mexican champion has done. It's just out of code. I'm just keeping the same energy, I guess, as some people would say, with that. But with the B-Ball fight, for sure. Before that, when I looked at the matchup, just solely looking at the matchup, I got called a lot of things from all corners, from all fan bases, and that's what kind of annoyed me. And ever since then, it just gets. And then the more I looked into the guy, about a lot of his businesses, well, not business practices, but the people behind him, and then the actors behind him, I just there's a lot of I don't like it. Don't like it at all. And then there's some particular incidents outside of boxing where there's another individual basically that spoke about an incident where I believe he seriously hurt another individual, possibly even killed him. I don't know. He beat the shit out of some guy that was fucking. Yeah, it's a long story, but shit like that. If it's true, again, I'm not gonna speculate on that or speak. Somebody that I know spoke, properly about. I don't agree with that. I don't think you as a fighter. I guess it was an individual that was fucking his girlfriend or something that his brother fought. Because Canelo has a lot of brothers, but that's not cool. I'm not gonna venerate that. If you're a pro fighter, you beat the shit out of a guy almost to death or possibly kill him. That's not cool. But I mean, whatever. I could go on and on, man. I just don't. He's not the number one in my book. I think the people that are number one are and I don't even like these individuals either, respectively from the countries they come from. But Inoue and Usyk, I could care less about Japan and Ukraine as a whole. But me as a boxing fan, that's people I like. They respect the fan bases. They respect their fans. So I'm gonna support that. I'm not gonna support and be part of the problem when it comes to Canelo and his fan bases. Because this is what I don't understand. People complain about the state of boxing, yet they want to partake and then act stupid about their activities or how they choose to engage in the sport. I mean, that's the reason why, honestly, I'm even tapering off of boxing. Really, I'm only at one point in time. I believe I declared to Joe here that I was only watching maybe 30 to 35. I'm tapering down to 25 because people like. I'm tired of kind of giving a lot to the sport when how am I supposed to give something the respect when they don't show me the respect? That's just not how it works. It's a two-way.
I'll tell you what, you really missed out on an excellent co-main and main event this past Saturday.
Yeah. I didn't like either of them. I didn't like Regis or Duarte, but
it doesn't matter. It was an outstanding fight, man.
Yeah, good for them. Yeah, that's good. But I don't like either fighter, so I choose not to watch them. That's how I choose to. I know I'm in the minority. I know at the end of the day, the damage is done when it comes to individuals like Canelo Alvarez. I think he's robbed the sport. Paying this guy $400 million, even if it's not your money or if it's not coming from the American market, I think that's criminal. For what? The guy hasn't done jack shit for the last 5 fucking years. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. But the damage is done. That's why I don't really try to harp on it or take much time. So But just to answer your question, like I said, I could go on and on, but more or less, that's the deal. I can't, as a fan, not gonna, be a part of the problem. I'd rather be part of the solution. Obviously, ultimately, I get this is gonna play out. It's gonna crash down. Like it's very possible that boxing could. It's already nuanced as it is now. I see it even going down way more south. I see it almost. It's not going to be gone, but it's It's going to be as a Joe. Joe always has a beat on a lot of stuff. I think it might just be at the local level. I think that's what boxing going to turn into if these patterns keeps on going because all
getting
sides
there.
refuse to change. Yeah, all sides refuse to change. The blame is to everybody. The fighters, the promoters, the organizations, they're all to blame. The fan base. Yeah.
Good Joseph.
But
Dude, I felt like I was at the Academy Awards, dude. Starting to play the music, man, to get you off stage. King, gal.
I wanted to be thorough because look, I get accused a lot, especially on this weak ass fan base, like on the YTBC, that I just hate this guy because he fucked my girlfriend or people say that he's white looking. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I've always come at the sport objectively,
Well, Eric Gomez says Crimea River, Hugo. No, it's Crimea Rio, brother.
No, I have to agree with you with the fans. That's the one thing that's really, I mean, all the way back to 2010 when I first started my channel, and Canelo was still, he's getting a lot of hype. He had a lot of fans, and he wasn't really fighting anyone at the time. And I was just doing my due diligence as a fan and saying, hey, look, I want to see him fight. And at the time, these were the guys that around his division. I said, I want to see him fight Lara. I want to see him fight Trout. I want to see him fight Mataroshin. But he was continuing to fight guys like Josecito Lopez and the Ryan Rhodes and the Carlos Baldemirs of things like that. And I got a lot of pushback, got called a hater and whatnot, and then that's kind of where it started with me with the fans.
Yeah.
Personally,
Guys,
I don't know a whole lot about the guy. I don't follow him like that. So
guys, I'm sorry. I feel like a psychiatrist right now. I'm in Canelo therapy. Chingao. What's wrong with you guys?
Well,
jeez.
It was always this, man. Back in the day before there was live shows or anything like that where we could do this type of stuff, it was all in the comments. So I was always like this.
I said, all right, I'll tell you something. Go fuck your mother.
Oh, Chingao. Guys, I feel your pain, but to be honest, I don't care. I don't care. Look, and once again, G Funky only feels this way because this syndrome, Canelo fan syndrome, started before he was in the business.
Mm-hmm.
But now that he's in the business, you don't care.
Yeah.
You don't care. And that's the way I felt for the best. And I'll be honest, I wish I did still care because the fights would be a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a fan, so I'm always going to speak from the perspective of a fan. But if I was in the business, or if I ever happened to choose to do that, I would rob this guy blind. I would rob him. That's what these people deserve, honestly, in my opinion. I know it's harsh, and I know you want to be positive, Joseph, but I have no love for the Canelitas and his army and the people. I have no love. I'm not like when you said about the $500 for the nosebleed seats. I said yes, absolutely. Pay everything to this guy. You will learn your lesson one way or the other, man. That's how it is. That's the world I come from. That's how I learned all the growing up from Mexican parents. They just they told you once, don't do it. You didn't learn. You're gonna learn the hard way. So these people want to learn the hard way, man. I get it. It is what it is. Like I said, the damage is done. So I don't really even like talking about this shit, like that in detail. But I just want to make it clear because I get accused a lot, and people they have no arguments for what I'm saying. Even when I broke down the resume, nothing to that. they just say, "Oh, well, you don't like him. Well, who is he supposed to fight? He's supposed to fight his mandatories." And then you bring up the times where he doesn't fight his mandatories. Oh, well, that guy. Who the fuck is that guy? And it's just like I don't want to deal with that, man. I didn't like when the Floyd people. I didn't like when the Floyd people were doing that shit. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. I'm just being honest. I'm just calling a spade, man. You know, it's interesting. It is what it is, man. You know, I can only. You know, the way I've been engaging with the sport, I can only try to look at the positives and look at the people that are positive actors that I enjoy watching, and I'm dedicated to watching.
Well, look, I can tell you this, and Ugo, look,
there's no legitimate reason to hate Usyk.
It's the same reason.
Oh, you know what? You funky, you don't know shit. That was clearly low blow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why, guys. It's because of all the dick riders. Look, I can tell you this: the only fighter that I genuinely dislike that isn't because of his fans is Devin Haney. And that's because of him and his dad.
Yeah, terrible.
They're both ass clowns. And
Yeah,
they're
but
terrible. They're terrible for the health of the sport.
Absolutely, but as you know, Joseph, there's a lot of actors like he's not the first, he's not going to be the last. There's a lot of people that what they're doing is essentially paying the heel. They're trying to get the attention. They maneuver themselves very well. I'll give Bill Haney that. I don't like him.
No. They're not good at it because, dude, if you're a heel, if you're a heel like Mayweather was the perfect heel in boxing because he was funny. He was
the perfect storm, right?
He was funny. Hey, you know, you need to start calling me the golden boy because I done cleaned out all your stable.
Yeah.
He was hilarious. Man, you don't know shit about boxing. He was funny. Haney, have you ever heard him say anything entertaining? Ever?
No, other than
he sucks in the ring. He sucks outside of the ring.
Yeah.
He looks like JoJo the dog-faced boy at the circus. It's like, dude, there's nothing likable about that guy. He's got the personality of a stick. And I'm sorry, he was at P. Diddy's house after midnight. So no, and no.
Yeah. But the problem is though is that they're still making money off of the sport, and that's just that's their goal, regardless. You know, they're making money.
Now you're bringing up a reason for boycott. Like all this other stuff, dude. Don't hate, don't penalize the fighter because their fans are douchebags.
But when I look at the boxer, I looked at Canelo's boxing, right?
But
I don't like him either. I don't like him either. They're part of the problem, right?
They are scumbags.
Of course they are, right? Even especially his father, right? He's like a pimp.
What other fighters can you say? Well, you know what? I don't care what his fans think. He's just a scumbag. What other fighters can you just say that about?
I would still say it about Floyd, but for sure Haney, to an extent. I mean, there's a lot. This could be a lot of. Ryan is just a weirdo. So that's just here, but
So Toby says you just got to respect greatness. Usyk's a brilliant fighter, and our best weren't good enough to beat him. That's how I look at it. Respect to you, though, my brother. Hey, you know what? I love seeing that. That's awesome. Usyk, you know, now do your best, Mr. What's his name? The hippie teacher on Butthead. Can you say that in his voice?
Yeah, you know, Usyk haters can figure out where the navel is, okay?
I love it. But look.
And by the way, it's not the navel; it's the belt line. That's where they do it.
It's the hip line, yeah. So,
check out our interview with Jack Reese we just did last month. You'll learn a lot there, man.
Yep. And so, look, Toby, please tell me what accent this is. This is my Michael Caine. Now, look, my name is Michael Caine. You weren't supposed to blow the bloody doors off. I failed you, Master Bruce. That's so. Where is that from? What region of the UK is that from, Michael Caine? My name is Michael Caine. Yeah, I'd like to. So to be honest, it all sounds like it bleeds together. my brother. That's what I'm saying. I'm terrible at that. Like if you're from Texas, I can tell you exactly where you're from. Oh, see, Toby says, yeah, that's a Londoner.
London.
Yeah, I do that. Like Nigel Tufnell, right? It's like vegetable rights and peace. You know, socks aren't vegetables, man. They should be wiped out. Yeah, it's like, yeah, like I do the London one, I guess. That's the one I do the most. I didn't even know that.
Hey, man, I'm going to call it a night, man. I'm getting
I
tired. You
think we're
guys
all
go
gonna
ahead.
call it a night. It's almost, dude, it's 11:30 your time, man. I'm glad you made it this far, brother.
I know, man. This is late for me, but
I tell you what, we're gonna sign us off. We're gonna stump Oogle one last time with music, right? Here we go. Now this is a tough one. This is WCW. I don't know if you can get this one.
WCW.
Time! It's Vader time!
This is wrestling.
Yep. Wrestling.
With the R, wrestling.
Dude, I never liked Big Van Vader.
Hey, he was a good worker, though, for being a big guy.
Being a meathead?
Very stiff, too.
So, yeah, it's Big Van Vader. That's a tough one. But anyways, guys, it's been such a fun time, guys. Thank you so much for hanging with me and staying up late. G Funky or Oogle, let's give you your chance. Please don't make this a 10-minute diatribe this time, but parting shot for all of us.
Hey man, I was just engaging with his question. I believe he was a serious. Usually people don't ask me serious. I assumed he was serious, so I just had to in detail, you know, because if I say it too little, they say I'm a hater and I'm gay. And if I say too much, then well, whatever. Well, shout outs to you. Interesting show, interesting topics, interesting assessments and conclusions as always. Like I said, I'll be tapering off. I'm only gonna watch specific guys that I actually enjoy, because too common or too often, most of the time when I've been watching boxing, I feel disappointed or across the board. I remember I never thought the sport would be in the status or in the where it's at now. So it's very interesting to, even when I think about it, I still don't believe it. So, you know, good shit on the past fights. I'm looking forward anyway, as always. Looking forward to all of his engagements. Possibly if he goes up, that'd be badass.
By the
And
way, he's getting knocked out on December 27th.
we'll see about that. Just yeah.
Hey, Oogle, always a pleasure, my friend. By the way, my therapy bill is going to be in the mail tomorrow. Okay?
Yeah, this isn't there. Come on.
No, I'm
Well, I'm not paying either way.
not good. Well, then we'll be consistent with all the pay-per-views. All right, but no. I'm just joshing. Oogle, it's always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you for joining us tonight. Chief
Take it
Funky,
easy.
your parting shots for tonight's festivities.
I believe there's something in this country called due process. Okay. Well, this here is God's country.
Those boys whacking in my tool shed.
I can love Beavis and Butthead, man.
Well, Bobby.
No, this has been fun, man. I haven't done a show like this in a long time, and
Now,
it's always fun.
if you had to come up with a percentage, how much of this show, percentage-wise, did we talk about boxing?
I'd say maybe about 60%.
If that.
40
Tell you what, I enjoyed
pro
it,
wrestling,
though, man.
music,
Yeah. Wrestling.
Oh man, I love wrestling, and like, no disrespect to Hawker Mustang, man. The guy, I know he's been around YouTube for a really long time, but yeah, man, we don't do too well with the fanatic stuff. You know, Usyk's he's a great fighter, the best heavyweight of this era. You know, no doubt about it. But no, it's definitely not the greatest of all time. And I'll just leave it at that. Thanks a lot, guys, for listening to us. It's been fun.
Oh, I tell you what. Thank you, G Funky. We love you, man. And dude, call me as soon as you have your Kopiluak. We're gonna get to work tomorrow, okay?
Oh, for sure, man.
Oh man, I tell you what, it's about that time, guys. Thank you for staying up in the wee hours of the morning with me. And we'll be back on tomorrow on Big James Bell's show, The Boxing Source, when we speak with Coach Ronnie Shields, and he has a lot to say about some horrid rumors that are floating around the internet. We'll just leave it at that. God bless all of you guys on behalf of Ugo and everyone in the chat, and on behalf of my brother G Funky, I'm Joseph Heron. You've been listening to WaraWeek Boxing. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.
Rashawn Holdings proudly presents WaraWeek Radio Chats